Hello and welcome to another Mr. Carter Science Special. In this video we'll be looking at the uses of glucose in plants. In my previous videos we've discussed photosynthesis and the fact that photosynthesis will produce glucose, but why is it that a plant wishes to have that glucose? What is it going to use the glucose for? Well, the glucose used and formed during photosynthesis has a variety of uses. For example, glucose is used by plant cells in respiration to release energy, particularly in the cells that are underground, like the root hair cells, which need a lot of energy for active transport, but they cannot photosynthesize because there's no light underground. Glucose is soluble, so glucose can also be converted into insoluble starch for storage in leaves and in vegetable tubers like potatoes and carrots, where that starch can then be used to help the plant reproduce and then germinate again in the next season, the next growing season. Glucose can also be combined with nitrates, so the nitrates have been absorbed by the root hair cells from the soil, and if they are combined with glucose they will form molecules called amino acids, and the amino acids can be combined together to make proteins. Glucose can also be converted into another sugar known as sucrose, and you can see here this is sucrose. It's made out of one glucose molecule and one fructose molecule, and sucrose is how sugars are transported around the plant via the phloem tubes. Sucrose can be used to form fruits, new shoots and nectar in flowers, so that's another utilization of glucose and therefore sucrose. Glucose is also used to form cellulose in plant cell walls. That molecule cellulose is a similar molecule to starch in that it's made out of thousands and thousands of glucose molecules joined together in a very specific form and structure. And glucose can be used to form fats and oils and lipids, which are used to form cell membranes, or they can be used as an energy store within the plant. We can actually grow plants that have a large lipid content or fat content, and we can use that fat stores as biofuels, a renewable energy source. So remember, glucose can be joined together to form the insoluble molecule starch, which is a fantastic molecule for storage, and we can use that fact to test whether or not a plant has been photosynthesizing. Plants that have been photosynthesizing will produce glucose and therefore the insoluble starch. So if a plant's been photosynthesizing, we can carry out the starch test on it and find out whether or not the iodine at the end of that test turns blue-black. If it does, the plant has been photosynthesizing. I have got a different video all about the starch test, so please have a look on my channel and find that video if you want to know exactly how to carry out the starch test. Thank you very much for watching this short video on the uses of glucose in plants. Make certain you memorise the list in this video, as it can often be a 6-mark question in your GCSEs. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you've learned in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.